Hey, how are you guys doing? So today we have hip flexors. Grab a band, just a mini band or again a big circle band that you can tie off. Grab gliders or a towel or anything that you've been using. And grab a lacrosse ball, a spiky torture ball, or a tennis ball, or anything that's similar. Baseball works as well. And we're gonna get going. So the first exercise that we have today is a variation of a mountain climber. We're gonna start most days by getting our heart rate up just a little bit and getting in some great hip flexor work at the same time. So I want you to take your bands, you're gonna place it around your knees to begin. And if you have a yoga mat like I do, I roll it up so I can put my hands on it. If you have wrist issues, please feel free to stack your wrists instead of placing them down in a bent position or go to elbows. That's perfectly fine. But we're going to start in a quadruped or hands and knees position. Our toes are going to be on the center of our gliders or again, whatever you're using. So here's the key to this exercise that most people don't necessarily focus on that I find is a huge difference maker in how successful this exercise is. So when we do our mountain climber, most come all the way up almost into like a seated position. And this is actually a recovery position. Not a lot is going on here. We're in a position where our body can really maintain this for a long time. Our hip flexors aren't being challenged. Then we come back out, right? Then we come back up, essentially resting, coming back out. How I want you all to switch this up and to make it more productive is when you come up, stop in this almost lifted quadruped position or lifted hands and knees. So if our starting position is here, we're going to go out and then we're going to end in the same starting position but knees are off the floor. And that hover position actually gets all those muscles working much more effectively. It maintains a good activation throughout the whole motion instead of allowing our muscles to rest at the end of each phase, which we don't want because that's going to lessen the productiveness of our exercise. All right. Today we have 3 by 15 of each exercise. Let's get going. You ready? Hands in a good quadruped position. You're pressing out on that band a little bit, again, just to keep everything nice and activated in the right position. Pressing up through the toes, slide out, slide in, stop at that hover position, slide out, in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, rest. Okay, this might be some long sets for me. I got burning on that one already. All right, back down, set in your position, knees far enough apart where you can feel some tension in the bands, lift up, out, in, hover, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and back down. Good. Something caught on mine, so I'm just going to clear the floor and reset. All right. Y'all are doing great. Toes back on, hands back on. Nice tension through the band. Lift, extend, hover. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 2 more, or sorry, 5 more, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Good. Whew. shoulders up. So I'm gonna toss these to the side, and I want y'all to put your yoga mat back out if you have one. So we're gonna lay back down on it and take your band off for just one moment. Might have mentioned it, might have forgotten to mention it in the beginning, but please be next to something you can elevate on. I'm gonna grab my chair right here. And it's gonna be in a similar position as last week, right in front of us. Now band goes back on, but only over our toes. Remember how we were doing the dead bug pulls last week? This is gonna be a variation of that, but we're gonna increase the intensity. So I'm gonna have you get down in a bridge position, but your feet are gonna be on the chair. When you lift, you're gonna lift through the hips so that you're completely straight, and then get in a really nice comfortable position, and we are gonna pull up, pull up. So, because we are alternating this, we are gonna do 30, take a break, 30, take a break, 30, take a break. That way we get our 15 reps on each side and 3 sets of those. You guys ready? All right, core is on, back is in a nice neutral position. We're going up so everything's nice and straight and flat. Heels are down, toes are up. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Good. If your chair is running away from you a little bit, you can scoot it up more so on your yoga mat, which is what I'm going to do. And then start again. All right. Just band if needed. And drive. Good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Keep those hips up. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Good, back down. Whew, one more set. Awesome workout today. All right, and let's go again. Last one. Ready? Everything's activated. Back to neutral. Hands are down. Driving up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Good. I love these pull-leg exercises because it forces you to keep your toe up as well. And when we clear the ground, when we're running, and we're trying to clear the ground and keep that good cadence up, we need to keep our toe and our anterior tib activated. And this really encourages that and strengthens that muscle as well as our hip flexors so that you can do that. But for now, band to the side. Chairs out of the way. And the exercise I have for you now is both a core exercise and a hip flexor exercise. This is a variation of a leg lift. So you guys probably have seen leg lifts like this. There's a lot of variations of these. any kind of scissor kicks or flutter kicks or double leg lifts. They all combined hip flexor and core. And so today the one that we are going to choose is a hover and then a lift. And we're going to do single leg lifts to really focus in on one particular hip flexor and then switch sides. We're not giving it that opportunity to relax. By switching, we are going to max it out if we can. All right, are you all ready? So I want you to take your hands, place them underneath your tush, just to give your sacrum, your SI area some support. Also gives you some balance support. You're going to turn your core on. You're going to not lift or curve through your back whatsoever, okay? So core is on, back is nice and neutral, lifting our feet up, and then one right side goes up, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Good, back down, switching sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Keep that other leg hovering. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And now they can rest. Whew, okay. A few deep breaths. We're going to go right back at it. Remember to keep breathing during these. It's really easy to hold our breath. That is the opposite of what we want to be doing. Get oxygen in those working muscles. All right, lift both and right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Good. Hover, other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Ooh, and break. If you find it difficult to breathe, try counting with me. This is very difficult to hold your breath and count at the same time. All right, last set. One more deep breath. Blow out that carbon dioxide and lift. Right side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Hover. 1, switch sides. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Whew. And rest. Okay. Hop on up and get your lacrosse ball or your tennis ball or whatever you'll be using today. I'm going to put the torture ball to the side for today and grab this tennis ball to start. So what we are going to do is focus on a lacrosse ball roll for our middle quad, which is our hip flexor. And so it travels from the lower shin, over the knee, up through the middle of our quad, and then attaches to this bone right here up top, okay? So we're gonna focus on rolling the entirety of that muscle. We're gonna stay off of the knee, but we're gonna use a ball to really isolate that hip flexor portion of our quad. All right, so we're gonna start up high. You're gonna lay the tennis ball down right underneath you, and then being very gentle and very careful, you're going to lay on top of that, placing weight through your, if you're like me on your left side, placing weight through your right side, and then shifting weight over to the appropriate amount. We are not getting too much. We really want to get in that middle zone, that if on a 0 to 10 scale, remember we want to be about 5 to 7. What you're going to do is keep on rolling straight down. You're going to take time to stop at every few inches and roll back and forth on that particular portion of the quad. Now once we get all the way down, right above our knee, we're going to start working back up. And what I want you to do is when you find a spot that's particularly tender, like right here, I feel pretty good tender spot, we're going to bring the leg up and bring the leg down. And what you're going to do, what this is doing, is stretching out those fibers and then letting them relax. And it's using our hamstring to do just that. And it's actually a release technique, for any trigger points we might have. So if you find a really, really tender spot and you're like, ooh, that something is going on right there, then I want you to pause, sink into the ball just a little bit, let your body relax, and then do a little hamstring curl, and then back down. Hamstring curl, back down. You can do about 3 to 5 of these, and you should feel, as you're going, that tenderness kind of work itself out a little bit. It might not completely go away, that you might need to spend some more time doing this, but it should reduce as you're kind of resetting that trigger point a little bit, letting it relax. Good. I'm gonna work my way up, try to find another spot for you all, and for myself. We'll go again. So you can do this more than 3 or 5 times. I'd suggest starting there, seeing how your body responds to it. You don't want to push it too far where you're irritating anything. But start there, and then maybe the next day that you do this, go a little bit longer if your body responded well. Good. All right. Just like the hamstring release that's on our hamstring video for this week, this release technique can be done anywhere in the body. You can do it in the calf, you can do it in your hamstring, as well as your hip flexor. Your hip flexor is not the only one that can benefit from this. Obviously, you can do it in other areas of your quad too, not just that one quad that comes over and acts as a hip flexor. It is great technique. It is great for active trigger points. If you have any, try it out. Let me know what you think. Great job on today's workout. We'll be back for core. See you guys.